All right, we're here with Morgan Cavalcanto for the second uh, interview for the movement program, finding out a little bit more about some of the athletes who are involved in it. And Morgan, can you tell the viewers a little bit about yourself? Where you're from? What are some of your interests in and outside of school?
Okay. I am originally from Marlton, New Jersey, but I moved around quite a bit, lived in Florida, and now I'm here in Philadelphia. And outside school, I enjoy writing screenplays, as well as very political humor, and as well as a radio station I host online.
A radio station.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
I play good music, and I also talk about current topics and such.
And what do you describe as good music?
Top 40.
Chris Schilling's room 303.
Top 40 and some throwbacks from the 90s.
From the 90s. So are we talking like early 90s or are we talking late 90s?
Both.
Okay, good. So can you tell us a little bit about your involvement in the movement program? How did you start?
Well, I planned on playing softball in the spring, but that did not exactly happen. So when I first joined, I wanted to get, buff or whatever, and ready for the softball season. But I didn't end up playing softball because I was having too much fun with my CrossFit buddies.
Okay, too much fun in the movement program. Okay. What are some of your memories of when you first started working out with the group?
That I wasn't quite as strong as I thought I was.
What were some of those challenges? Yeah. What were some challenges you faced?
The pull-ups, that was difficult, and the Olympic lifting, very difficult.
What was so difficult about it?
Just the coordination and the mechanics of it,
Okay. Do you feel that your Olympic lifting's gotten a lot better since you started? Okay. Describe your train of thought when you are experiencing a class or a workout. What's going through that big old brain of yours?
Well, if it's handstand push-ups, I think, oh great, because I can't do them at all right now. Also, am I going to throw up at the end of this? And that's really it. Or if we have to do max effort for a rep, I'm like, oh god, will I die? So, sometimes I think that.
Sometimes. What else do you think about? Are there ever any moments when you're in the middle of a workout where you forget you're doing the workout?
Not really.
You know what I mean by that?
I don't really zone out.
Okay.
I'm usually focused.
You're usually focused right there. And you think yourself through a workout at all?
Yeah, which sometimes I probably shouldn't.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with thinking as long as you're doing it constructively, like having the strategy, but that's fine. Okay. What is, we do a lot of crazy stuff with the movement program. What is your most and least favorite movement that we do? And can you explain why they're the most...
Most favorite would have to be... probably the deadlift. I don't know why. Probably because that's the only one I can actually lift a lot of weight with, but I really enjoy it.
You did your first workout prescribed of the day with the 135-pound deadlifts for reps. Yeah, I loved it. And I know you did, obviously. And now, the flip side of that, what's your least favorite movement?
Overhead squats.
Why is that?
I don't like holding something like that. It's just uncomfortable and
So it's an awkward angle.
Yeah, and I can't squat that much overhead.
When you start going down, do you feel like your torso or your core starts to kind of give out a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
We need to start doing more of those then. Okay. And how has the movement program helped you become a better person? And what is the biggest improvement in your life because of it?
I think the whole discipline of it, sort of stay with it, keep going, you will get through it, sort of motivation of it.
Do you think that kind of translates or correlates to a lot of things in life?
Yes.
How so?
With work and such, senior project, really, I didn't feel like doing it, but I had to stick with it, of course. And I got through it.
So you're a senior this year?
Yes.
And I see you're wearing a Syracuse shirt?
Yeah.
Okay, so sell me on Syracuse here. Why is Syracuse the best? Why did you decide to go to Syracuse?
Because great communication school.
What did you want to do?
Public relations.
Okay, and what kind of a job is that going to look like once you
Well,
get that degree?
hopefully I will work for like a big corporation, like Apple or something. But if not, probably a PR firm. Just as good.
Okay. Now, let's say there's someone that you know of that's on the fence about joining the movement program. You have to sell them to join using your public relations finesse. What would you say to someone who is thinking about joining the movement program but is a little maybe intimidated or scared?
Well, I would tell them that I was first scared because I'd never lifted a barbell. I did more dumbbell stuff and body weight. So I would tell them, yeah, it could be scary, but you will sort of get over your fear because it's a very safe environment and everyone wants the best for you.
Everyone?
Yes,
Even
everyone.
even me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I've been fooling you all this time. Morgan Cavalcanto, thank you very much for your time.